live. When we hit that 13-second mark, I don't know. It seems like an unlucky number to land upon. Yeah, so been out working. As soon as I woke up this morning, I just went straight out to the grow because last night I said I was going to go down to the grow and spray. Didn't happen. The first thing I did when I got up this morning, I got up and I sprayed. So as soon as I was done spraying, I came in here. I have to wash my hands. I'm going to grab my kafefi. I'm going to take off these fucking boots. And we're going to sit and chill. So if you'll just... Hey, Teresa. Hello. Okay. Yeah, let me just do a couple things here. I'm gonna grab this coffee, put some creamer, and we'll be ready to start the show. Yeah. Play that song that's so elusive. So elusive. All right, my hands are washed. After doing all that work out in the grow, that's a good day. Crema for the kefefi. I put some crema in my kefefi here. Put a little crema in my kefefi. First cup of coffee. Day. That was a great show last night with Mark Wasserman from the Pop Brothers at Law. I have not uploaded that show yet to the website yet, so it's not available unless you go hunt it down on one of my YouTube or Facebook channels, or my, you could probably watch it even on last night. It was a 5-hour video. A lot of you guys watched. I couldn't believe how many of you guys stayed and watched the whole 5 hours. I was impressed. And Teresa, Jinmin, Eddie. Sorry I missed your call. Yeah, me too, buddy. You probably, if you watched the show, last night's 5-hour show, you'll see when I called you during the show. Shared to 15 groups on Facebook. Jonah, yeah, you do. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much. I've got Rogan here chilling. And I've got some video to share for you. Actually, I think it's more like photographs. Okay, I will watch right after this. And again, sorry, I ended up passing out. All right, you might want to watch it in fast motion on YouTube so you don't have to sit through the full 5 hours, brother. Unless you got 5 hours of work to do around the house and you just want it playing in the background. But I promise you this. When it gets to the Pop Brothers at Law interview, you're going to want to sit and watch it. The whole thing. So, yeah, I've got some photographs to show you guys. Those of you who follow me on Instagram may have already seen an upload from today. That's the Jack Herer plant in bud. That is plant number 5. It's probably the most impressive plant. After looking at all of them, plant number 1 and plant number 5 are definitely the most impressive ones. They're both Jack Herer plants. And they are just, as you can see, frickin' A, man. Look at the expression on my face. That says it all. So there's the sweet Afghani delicious. That's what's left of it. Well, there's more than that. But that's some of the big cola tops that are still out there that are not infected with botrytis. Luckily. There it is. There is the sweet Afghani delicious right there. So you guys can see there's still plenty of cola tops up there. Those are coming down over the next 2 or 3 weeks, depending on the botrytis. If the botrytis comes back, I'll take the whole thing down. If it stays healthy, then I'll go 2 or 3 weeks and try to get that stuff as narcotic as I can. You'll watch it in full. Stukes. Hey, Stukes. Joseph, have ever grown any hops? No, I've never grown hops before. Teresa, enjoying all this rain this morning. Massive plant garden growth occurring here too. Oh, good, Stukes. Looks fabulous. Thank you. Good morning, Iceman. Man, I've missed you, brother. I hope everything is well with you. We had a 5-hour show yesterday, and we had like at least an hour with Mark Wasserman at the end of the show, where I asked him about cannabisism, and he said, "Yeah, that's probably not going to really help you in a legal situation." I go, "Well, then I'm not going to do it anymore. I guess I'm not going to say cannabisism, tisms for all." He said, "No, man." He's like, "Keep doing that." He's like, "Keep the religion going." And I was like, Okay, we'll keep it going. Because there's only one reason I'm doing it. To get somebody out of jail, you know? That's it. And if a lawyer tells me to keep doing it, well then goddamn it, I'll keep doing it. And maybe it will help one of you guys that needs it one day with one of those religious freedom acts. One of those fucked up states that we live in. All right, you guys. No law regarding cannabis. Oh, you were on last night? Oh, cool. So you saw the interview. Awesome, man. I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of the interaction that I get with him. I'm proud of the response that he gives me. He's very positive, and he's excited whenever I want to do something with him, and he gets all worked up. He's like, "Oh yeah, man! After the show, man, we're gonna do it." I was like, "Man, he really likes it, man. He wants to do it, and that's so cool, you know." So yeah, the buds are shrinking so fast. They're still wet. And it's a really bad time, you know, is the day after you pull them down and they get all droopy and shit. And there's a lot of moisture in some of those. The ones that are still on the stem, they're going to cure even longer because they're sucking the moisture out of the stalks. So there's more water in there, and it literally will keep living, you know, for as long as it thinks it can. It'll keep sucking that water up. But it's crazy. As soon as you cut that botrytis out, it stops growing, you know? You cut the bud off, you cut the botrytis out, and it doesn't seem to spread anymore. It really thrives off of a living plant, you know? I don't understand why that is, and that's why there's proof of no God. Okay? That botrytis should adapt to only go after decaying material. It shouldn't go after live material. There's no God. All right, no law regarding cannabis, cannabisism for all. It's just crazy to have something like that. It's totally pointless. Something that eats healthy material for no point but to ruin it and destroy it and turn it into dust. No law regarding cannabis, cannabisism for all. Cheers, everybody. Ice, cheers, brother. Jinmin, cheers. Stukes, cheers. Ice, cheers. Oh, that hot coffee on my throat feels so good. So I learned something about Mark Wasserman last night that I didn't know, is that he's got a theater background, acting and directing background. I had no idea, and it makes total sense because their presentation is so professional. You know, they do those short videos. He wears those bright colors and those glasses, and they're always got something cool behind them. And it's so planned out. And now it just makes so much more sense to me, you know, and why they're so good at that. Retweeting, hell yeah. Day 3, smoking out the Beamer. When you say smoking out the Beamer, what's the Beamer, bro? You said that a few days in a row, and I figure you're sitting out in a BMW out in your driveway. That's what I figure when you said that. So what's the Beamer? Is that is that some device that you're using? Yes, he has a deep... Or are you homeless living out of your BMW? That's kind of a contradiction in terms. I'm homeless living out of my BMW. Has a deep connection on the theater world. It's amazing how talented he is. Eddie, I had no idea. I learned a lot. You know, I followed all the Nays Gardens, and none of them come up as, hey, check out the 5-hour Nays Garden episode from last night. You know? Subscriptions. Here we go. It doesn't come up on my front page. Jim Gaffigan brutally slams Donald Trump. You guys, Jim Gaffigan is one of the funniest comedians in the world. He's like forged out of funny, that guy. All trees sprayed. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 notifications from 5 different Nays Gardens. Okay, let's pick one of them and see if we can find this video from last night. We have heard back yet? Nope. Oh, here we go. Botrytis gray mold, how to spot it and deal. That's the one. 5 hours and 2 minutes long. Yes, my race car. You're smoking outside? I hope you're not homeless, bro. I hope you haven't been kicked out of the house. Eco-friendly German machine. Huh. Okay, here's the video. Let me see how it starts. See how my 13-second rule works here. It's only got 33 views. 33 views. Unreal. Unreal, pal. Okay, it looks as though we are live. Hey, Debbie, it looks as though we are live. Fantastic. Okay, there's plenty of time there. That's good. God, him and I spent freaking 2 hours together on that show. I didn't realize. So exciting. Or it's kind of like the part of the rush. Let's smoke along with it.
Okay. All right, now let's see if I did that right.
Oh, don't worry. I got you. So
okay.
I'll pull up the garden.
Here we go.
I'll pull up the garden too, and behind us. It'll be beautiful. How are you, brother? You guys want to watch? I really enjoyed it. You guys press number 1 if you want to watch this again.
Thank you very much. We've been going on Twitch almost every day. Well, I have. My brother jumps in when he can. But just kind of going on, smoking, Q&A, and nothing, you know.
Eddie's like, yeah. Eddie's like, yeah, I'll watch it with you, bro.
Structured. Do something specific. Talk about something specific.
That's good advice. You know? Yes.
You know, it's my nephew. You know,
right.
I had a good conversation about social media with my nephew. And,
and I said,
that's a great idea. You're right. You know, and so I thought tonight, that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what I did. So I think that we're gonna start doing more of that.
It's such good advice to target.
And maybe
Have a specific thing and talk about it. It really will bring people to the show.
I could do an hour on the Fifth Amendment, Fourth Amendment, fucking talking to the cops,
Right.
and any between. But it's fun. I'm having a good time. It's I don't know where I find the time, but it finds me. How you doing?
I'm good. I just was going to ask you, do you have like a memo? I mean, you're a lawyer, so I'm sure you have some kind of a steno or a memo type software in your phone, or do you even have like a notepad that you write shit down? That'd be great. Every time you think of a subject, to just keep writing them down, so you always have that in your tool belt.
I'm so old dog.
I'm so old dog. I love that he says that. I'm so old dog.
Calendar, what time I got to be at court, when I have deadlines. Those are the things I keep on my calendar. But just other things like that, like, an idea for this, that it stays up here. Or it's like, but you're right. I wish I would start doing that, but...
Let me tell you what I did. You got your laptop or something in front of you when you're broadcasting, computer. Okay.
Yep.
So you got Notepad or WordPad? In the computer?
Sure,
yeah, right. Okay, so
like Word.
Right. I opened up Notepad a long time ago, and I just started one page, and I called it Tweeters, and I was writing a list of people who I was tweeting with on Twitter, and it became my list for everything. And I've got jokes. I've got your interview on there, all your interview questions. I mean, everything. And my whole life is on this one page. And anytime I have an idea, I just write it down on that Tweeters thing, and I keep it on my desktop. Just click on it, and boom, it's there. Because my brain, I've lost the capacity, bro. It's not storing anything. I've got a bunch of useless music up here that I can recite lyrics that mean nothing, and tones and notes that are meaningless for me. Songs from my childhood that I'm just like, why do I even know that? Why can't I delete that stuff? I need the space, man.
I'm the opposite. Fortunately for me, I've gone the opposite direction.
No law regarding cannabis. Cannabism tends for all. Cheers, everybody.
I've always had that, like just the, I don't want to say photographic, but it's, I will picture things and remember them and how I saw them, so it is more visual for me than anything else. But I'm good like with dates and numbers and shit like that. And, it just is what it is.
Right. Yeah. Different. Use different parts of the brain.
Now you left a message, I think, on our office line about something specific, a religion or something.
Yes. So.
And that was you left a message on our office line.
What happened was I've been co-authoring bills for Congress. It's like every time I get mad about something, I co-author a little bill for Congress, and I put it on my little list of bills. I've got 4 of them. One of them was a list, end police brutality. One of them was no law regarding cannabis. One of them was reciprocal business practices. So a business like PG&E doesn't get to charge you more for the same power, that they only pay you 1/10 of a percent for what they buy back from you when you're generating solar energy. Or a bill that I wrote to sue companies that damage the planet. Just very short, just 1 or 2 sentences, but it's this thing that I do, my outlet, and, when something really pisses me off, that's how I act out. I co-author a bill for Congress, I send it off to Congress people, and they ignore me, and nothing happens. But that's my life. That's my pathetic life. So, several years ago, do you remember how you felt when they had that gay couple? They wanted to have, I know you're going to know immediately what I'm talking about. They wanted to have a cake made for their wedding. This was up in, I believe it was like Oregon or Washington or something like that. And
you know, the cake baker refused to bake a cake.
I turned it
based
down.
on
If that's okay, I turned it
the
down a little
fact
bit.
that
It was
they
so
were
loud.
gay. And
I'm excited.
I don't know how you personally felt about that being a lawyer.
I'm screaming.
But me, you know, I was outraged by it. When I heard the story, I was like, bake the fucking cake. Are you fucking kidding me? We're all human beings on this planet. We all need it. You know, I lost it. I lost my shit. So off I go writing. You know, I'm going to write a little bill. And, you know, instead of writing a bill this time, though, I started a freaking religion. I said, I'm going to start a religion. And when they have their stupid, you know, religious freedom acts that they pass in 25 states, I believe, have this law now, where they can discriminate against people based on your religion or your sexuality or how you identify, your gender. It's outrageous. Why not start a religion that uses that law to defend people when they get in trouble with cannabis, when they don't follow shut the fuck up, and you can't get them out of trouble? Is that something else that they could fall back on? I'm wondering, because, you know, every time we smoke on my
Say
show...
that again. Hold on. Say that again.
Okay.
Say that again. I gotta hear this twice.
So I started a religion. I got a pastor's license. It was just a little free internet thing. You can become a pastor, any religion you want. So I did that. I became a pastor. It was probably like 5 years ago or so. When, you know, whenever that whole thing was happening, I don't know what year it was.
I remember.
And I did it on my show. It was a whole thing. And I said, I'm going to do this from now on. I said, I'm starting a religion, and we're going to call it Cannabisism. The name of the religion is Cannabisism. Now, I looked up religions on Google, you know, what designates a religion. And you know, one of the stupidest things, you have to have a God. The religion demands that the law in the United States of America says, in order for it to really be a religion, you have to have a God. I was like, fine, cannabis, fuck you. All right, that's my God. So we got past that. We're going to worship cannabis. We're going to do it every time we smoke. And we do it religiously 3 times a day when I do my show. And my audience members are more than welcome to celebrate cannabis. And I say just by using cannabis. I don't care if you're rubbing it on your skin, or if you're eating it, or if you're growing it, or if you're selling it to your friend, or if you're smoking it on the corner. It's your life, it's your religion. That was my whole thing. And I said the way we celebrate it is by using cannabis. And if we really do have religious freedom in 25 of these states, then I think in 25 of these states, man, we might be able to say, hey, man, we got a religion, so...
And look at him, he's shaking his head.
So stop saying cannabis.
And I'm like,
It's a good thought.
It's like...
I'm with you in spirit.
He's with me in spirit.
And many other people that have said close to the same thing and asked me close to the same thing over
Yes.
the year
Yes.
are with you too. But at the end of the day, if you want to do all that, if you want to do anything with cannabis that involves other people and transactions, you gotta have a city permit and a state license. So you can have your church and you can have the sacrament, but you still have to get a city permit and a state license to cultivate, to sell.
This goes so deep. This conversation goes deep, and I get to tell him.
Look, okay, go ahead. I don't want to stop your thought.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. Then my God is, well, you know, I've stopped drinking as well known, but my God would be vodka.
And that's a powerful God. That's a God, a wrathful, mean God with a lot of vengeance and joy too, and happiness. That's a crazy God, man. Vodka is, you're going.
Well, people can make tomatoes their God, I guess.
Bro, I mean, are we really gonna go there? I mean, this is from Nate's Garden. Do you love it?
I don't like tomatoes.
I don't like tomatoes. So
Best answer ever! It was so funny!
But because my father would eat them like apples, which still to this day disgusts me.
Oh no!
I
You gotta
know.
slice them. And
Hey,
put
Justin.
pepper.
Tomato.
Slice pepper. Put it with some bagel, cream cheese. Oh, it's good.
We ate it with apples. I like an apple.
No, you can't take a bite out of a tomato. That's a what? It's not faux pas. That's not the correct word. It's an abomination. It's an abomination to the form of the tomato. You know, you just can't do that. It's you don't. No one does that. Your father was a very peculiar man.
Well, you've seen him, right?
No, I have yet. I have yet to see your father.
You haven't seen him?
No.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to tell you something to Google. Google Super Bowl Pepsi commercial Einstein.
Man, I don't think I've sent them T-shirts. I gotta find out his T-shirt size.
Super Bowl Pepsi commercial Einstein. There was a Pepsi commercial 20 years ago.
Oh my God! Albert Einstein versus no Pepsi Cola no brainer Einstein, 2009.
Yeah, that's it. Duh.
It came right up.
Look.
I was like, wow, it came right up. I'm like, it's a fucking Pepsi commercial.
Watch it.
Oh my God!
Interesting. Coca-Cola.
Wow, man!
Coca-Cola and Paradox.
Wow, man! I've seen this commercial, man! I've fucking seen this fucking commercial, man!
Between which we are in principle in the choice.
Dude!
Is any randomly occurring.
Is that's not his voice, is it?
Whenever you find out time.
No, it's not.
Right, that's a voiceover. Dude, he looks. That was amazing.
Yeah, that's his dad. Einstein's his dad.
The little girl. I remember all this shit.
She did a ton of shit back then.
No brainer.
That's his father.
That is so cool. Thank you for showing me that.
I couldn't believe
I
I'd
made
seen
sure-
that.
Absolutely. He's done this.
I played it on the live stream so everybody else could see that. I know you couldn't see it, but everybody else could.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah, he's done.
that was great.
He retired from aerospace after 30 years. And here's the story. Hold on, let me get my joint. He retires from
Time to
aerospace,
smoke.
And he retired right when I started.
I like smoking along.
Now,
Smoking along with podcasts is fun, man.
you know, my oldest brother, doctor, he went to medical school. My brother I work with went to law school. And my parents paid for their college. And the plan was they were going to pay for me too. Well, right when I started law school, my dad gets the golden handshake from a company called TRW, which was aerospace, and he's pushed into retirement. And so now I'm on my own, which felt great, fine, no problem. We both had short hair. And I told my dad, I'm not going to cut my hair until I become an attorney. And my dad said, me neither.
Cheers.
Cheers. No longer regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all.
From 1992 to 1996, my hair grew down to my ass. Longer than yours. Twice as long as yours.
Mine doesn't get any
My
longer.
dad's hair went like this, all white and gray. And my brother had a friend who said to him one day, "You look like Einstein if you put a mustache on." I had back then I had worked with a makeup artist
This is the part.
who was one of the first makeup artists who did the original Cats on Broadway.
Right?
He did the makeup for Cats. And I knew him from some shows that I had done.
From some shows I had done.
And he made a couple of Einstein mustaches. My dad throws it on. My brother's friend calls his friend, who's a lookalike talent agent. 3 days later, my dad has his SAG card. because he's doing a commercial.
Stop. 3 days. Stop. So.
That
Whoa!
reaction
Stop!
told me-
No, stop! Question. I have a question. We gotta ask you. What do you mean when you said you did shows? What does that mean? What did you mean? What did you do?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, you said when I did.
Yeah,
You said back.
okay, I did say that. I did theater and musical theater since I was like 10 years old.
So are you an actor and a singer?
Okay, here, do me a favor. Go to your computer, imdb.com. Serious.
I was
already
getting
got
such
Google
a-
up, son.
I was getting
didn't
such a
even close
kick
it
out
from
of
your
that.
father. I still got the video up. Pepsi Cola, No Brainer, Einstein. By the way, that's what it's called. So for your future reference, Pepsi Cola, No Brainer, Einstein. Pepsi Cola, No Brainer.
So,
Okay, type it. Tell me what to type.
are you in imdb.com?
imdb.com. Oh, so
.com.
am I writing this on YouTube search or am I going to the website?
No, it's a website.
Okay.
Internet movie database.
InternetMovieDB.com. Okay, I'm there.
imdb.com.
All right.
And then search, and when you get into there, search Mark Wasserman, and then all my shit will come up from my acting career and stuff like that.
All right, let me
I thought
see
you knew
this.
that.
No.
I guess why would you? We didn't talk about that last time.
Right, not at all. It didn't come up. I mean,
Why would it? You didn't research me.
director
didn't.
Catwalk of
I didn't
Hollywood
research him.
2014. Actor The Kings of Summer 2013. No, that's Eric Wasserman.
What?
Mark
Oh,
Wasserman.
Mark Wasserman. MARC.
Was it
Hey, you want me to send you the link?
is Catwalk of Hollywood sound familiar?
Oh, no.
No? Catwalk of
What
Hollywood.
did you? How are
Okay.
you spelling my name?
MARK.
No, it's MARC.
Of course.
Come on.
Of course. I always do that. I got a 50-50 chance. Bro, let me tell you something. You know that game Russian Roulette? When people play with a 6-shot revolver? Do you know what I tell my audience? Don't ever think that out of a 1 in 6 chance that you're not going to blow your friggin' brains out because you're making a very big mistake. 1 out of 6, brother. I mean, I had a 1 out of 2 chance of getting that one right. It was going to be either the fucking C or the fucking K, and I fucked that up. So trust me, guys, don't ever fuck around with that shit, okay? You're going to lose. You're going to fucking lose big time. I just lost. So it's marked with C.
That was a little bit of a walk.
2009 actor. Oh, wow! Mark began studying acting at age 6, appearing on Sigmund and the Sea Monsters. No, dude, my sister and I, it's our favorite fucking show. Oh my god, you were on our favorite show.
I've gotta call.
Oh my god, dude, I can't fucking believe this.
I gotta call my sister and tell her.
Dude. This is when I was just old enough to remember shit, bro. That's how old I was, and you were on the show. That's one of my very first memories. It is like,
I wasn't even old enough to remember.
how old were you when you were on the show? 6 years old. At the age of 10, Mark joined the local Jewish Community Center workshops. Guilty as charged. His first scene was from Sweet Charity, and he was hooked on musical theater. The following 8 years included continued summer stall. Look at a little summer stall. Bro, did you see fucking Private Parts?
Isn't it Sigmund? Called the wrong number. I wonder what I dialed last time. Yeah, maybe I forgot my sister's number. Hi. So I'm doing my show right now. Oh, good. I was doing an interview last night. It was the same. I don't know if you saw any of the interviews that I did, but I was doing one with this guy and his brother. They were called the Pop Brothers at Law. So you didn't see that one, right? Okay. Well, last night he was doing a live stream and I was doing a live stream, so I went over into his live stream, and he was like, "Hey, when I'm done, man, I'll come over to your live stream and we'll cam up, and we'll do another." I was like, "Hell yeah!" So he came over, and we're talking, we're doing the interview, and I had already been going 3 hours into the show, and so we went for another 2 hours at the end of my show, so I ended up doing a 5-hour broadcast. But I'm talking to him, and I said, "So, you have some sort of a, theatrical background?" He goes, "You don't know?" He goes, "Look me up." I'm like, "Okay." So I look him up on the, it's like the Actors Guild website. And his first credit, when he was 6 years old, he appeared on Sigmund and the Sea Monster. I know, and I was like, what? I flipped. I was like, I couldn't freaking believe it. I was like, dude, you couldn't have named any other show that I would have just been like, that's my show, bro. Them's my jams. I'm like, you just nailed it. And he was like, yeah, I was too young to remember it. So funny. So he was on Sigmund and the Sea Monster, but we had a very nice 2-hour interview. It's a great show. We talk about the religion I started called Cannabism, and the legalities behind it, and a bunch of other cool stuff. But anyway, tell Mom and Dad I love them, please. Are you with Steven? Hi. All right, well, tell Steve I love him, and tell everyone there I said hello. You take care. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. She's pulling up at my mom and dad's house right now. It's great. She's like, she actually had more of a reaction than I thought she'd have, and she was sitting there with her husband. She was like, really? I was like, yeah. Yeah. It was so cool.
Howard Stern, Private Parts. Bro, do you remember when the guy came in and took the place of Robin Quivers, and he said, "Do you have any acting experience?" And the guy said, "Well, I've done a little summer stuff."
I remember him. He was just like that.
I've done some summer stuff.
He's the driest. He was the driest of all. He's the driest of all dry. It was the funniest thing. I've done a little summer stuff, actually. I could say so myself. I love it. Summer stock musical performances, plays, and founding his high school's dramas. And then there's a full bio here. Oh wow, bro, this is long. So listen, before I read your entire acting career out loud, because I will do it, I want to go over 2 things with you really fast. Okay, the one was when we were talking about the religion, cannabism, and you said it's not going to work, and I'm going to take your word for it. And when I smoke on my show, I always say cannabism, tisms for all. I told my audience before you came on, I said, if Mark says that that's not really anything, that's the only reason I'm doing it. I'm not going to do it anymore. So you just changed.
You want me to do what?
I'm not going to say.
Why don't you?
I'm not going to say.
You want me to do what?
I'm not going to say cannabism, tisms for all every time I smoke. My religion.
Why?
I'm going to drop it. Because you said it's like.
No, I didn't say drop. I didn't say drop it. I didn't say drop it.
I didn't say drop it.
What you're doing now with it is perfect.
What you're doing now-
Is that okay?
What you're doing now is
So
perfect.
it's okay, keep doing it?
Yeah, you're not selling anything. You're not selling anything anymore.
No, I'm not selling anything. No. I told that to be like, I'm not asking you for money. I'm like, this is not here for me to be a cult leader and have control over people. I said, this is strictly for a legal purpose. It's the only reason I invented it was for a legal purpose. That was it.
Well, I mean, I don't think you need it for any legal purpose, but I don't see anything wrong with it the way you just described it.
Okay,
Straight.
well, this is what I was going to say was, in response to that, I have another bill. It's called NLRC. It's my, you guys are STFU. Well, over here, I'm NLRC. That's no law regarding cannabis. So when you said, you need a license, and you're going to need, all of the proper legal statuses in order to do what you're talking about doing, I say, fuck you. Like you say, shut the fuck up. I say, fuck you and fuck all your fucking laws. No law regarding cannabis at all. And that's just it's an idea and it's a movement. And I don't expect to ever win. It's a concept that I push, and I want people to just think about it. It's like, just think about if we all held hands and sang, the Pepsi song, I'd like to teach the world to sing and drink a Coca-Cola, It's an idea. And I think I think that if people would start thinking about it that way, and you and I, how you said, we start talking about this, we could really get into it. This is a thing. I don't want to spend a lot of your time. I don't want to waste your time because I feel like I'd be wasting your time. So I'm going to try to just glaze over it just as quick as I can. The people who stand to make money when there are laws regarding cannabis are three entities. Those are education, police, and the federal government. Those are the three entities that are all, besides, of course, private and corporations, of course. But
criminal laws.
With the, okay, wait, are you changing what I'm talking about?
Because there's two different things. There's two different things when you say laws. There's criminal laws, and then there's the laws that govern how businesses are going to run and sell and do all those things.
Right. And what if there was no law regarding cannabis and they wanted to sell cannabis to each other or sell medicine to each other or whatever with no law regarding it?
But we have laws for everything like that. For liquor, for medicines that we have to get at the stores. And
Look at my brain going.
There's laws.
Look at my brain going. Click, 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 click. Bam.
Wait, let me ask you a question. Okay, so if I am William Randolph Hearst and I have newspapers to sell you right now, are you going to tell me that there's some regulation that's telling me, how many newspapers, where I can sell that newspaper? I'm using that as an example, but there's got to be unregulated sales of things, right?
Look, if you got caught doing that, wherever you're doing it from, like, so here in California.
This is a great answer that he gives.
That's where we're at, right? In California. So
You're talking about regarding the product, the sale of a product, not regarding the cannabis. I'm okay with that.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the sale of anything.
Yes, exactly. And I'm okay with that. Like if somebody poisoned you with cannabis, right? I would say, why regulate the cannabis? Why not regulate the poison and the poisoner?
Well, don't sell poison. But people
don't sell poison.
That's not what we're saying. We're talking about
exactly. Don't sell poison.
Sell newspapers and get caught doing that, you could get a misdemeanor for operating without a business permit. You didn't get the permit to do that. You have to get a permit. If you're operating in a city...
And I'm okay.
You guys here okay?
I'm okay with that base law. I'm okay with that, Mark. I say, okay, you want to say you got to have a permit, but... And I'm like, okay, a permit with no regulation, with no stipulation on the cannabis.
So, Are you familiar with CCHI?
No, what's that?
Okay, so that's the California Cannabis Hemp Initiative.
CCHI.
Cal-
Okay.
It was started by Jack Herer. I know you know who that is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Jack Herer.
The plant,
and-
we're superimposed on a 12 or 13 foot tall Jack Herer plant right now that's live growing in my garden right now.
Okay, so this initiative, which was created that long ago, like 30 years ago, grassroots, never can get the muster to get on the ballot. For a lot of different reasons, whatever, but it's a one-pager that, as we say, frees the cannabis up. The open market, it caps the licensing at $1,000. And it's basically,
It'd be
go
beautiful.
out there and go.
Let's
But,
do it.
It's like
I'm marching today, bro. It's what time is it? 10:39. Is it too late to activate? Get some people out in the street.
Go
What's wrong with it?
they're on IG, they got a website, CCHI 2020
CCHI.
is their IG, I believe. But yeah,
.com.
I mean,
Is it-
pushed it. The last go around, when where are you located?
I'm up in Lake County where there's fires. Those really bad fires happen.
Right, so did it affect you?
Yes, yeah. I've got smoke in my front yard right now. I've got smoke out there for the last week. I've been evacuated 3 times from this home. I've
Oh,
lost
Jesus.
I've lost friends, man. My friends have lost homes. I got the biggest
Sorry to hear
fire. One of the largest fires in the state history came 1 mile from my house while I was evacuated for 2 weeks, and I'm still here.
Wow.
We're still standing. So
Hey, well, you gotta be happy about that.
I've got some heavy equipment. I've been clearing the property. I'm trying to be as fire safe as I can. You know, I'm just trying to. And I've got neighbors that are doing the same thing. We're all clearing out. You know, getting rid of brush and getting trees that are dead out of there and away from
Well,
homes.
take precautions and be ready.
Yeah.
Preparation.
Yeah, be
You're
prepared.
for things you can handle.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
that initiative that I'm talking about is when 64. was
Would you,
coming,
Eddie, march with me? Thanks, buddy.
and CCHI was out there. We got behind it. We pushed it. We had, we had events where we would bring shit and we wouldn't let them in unless they signed. And waiting up and down the line, you couldn't take a dab unless you signed the fucking and registered to vote. That's what I learned. That none of them are registered to fucking vote. So we had to get people registered to vote first, and it wasn't enough.
Right.
And
Well, I
so-
went to that website. I couldn't pull it up. I tried .com, .org, .net.
I don't know. They might only be on Instagram.
Oh, okay, okay. I would
I'm
definitely
not
be
sure what the
interested in
website
that.
is.
I support anything kind of an initiative like that. You know.
I'll get you more. I'll get you information on that. I'll get you more information.
So, when I think about the 3 entities, let's go back to that. There's 3 entities that stand to make money from the sale of cannabis that I see that don't deserve it at all. And the first one is the hardest one to attack, and I'm going to go after that one first, really quick for you. It's education. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why can't we sell cannabis and make millions or billions of dollars in tax money and pump it into our education system? Give it to the schools, give it to the elementary, the high schools, colleges. We can have free school for everybody. And cannabis could pay for all of it. Hey, man, you know what? That would have been a really cool thing. And I would have supported that had the educators written their curriculums that told people about the truth behind cannabis. So if I went into, a 6th grade class and they're saying this is your brain on drugs, and they're not saying, no, this is William Randolph Hearst, and this is the man that decided that it was more important to cut down forests and ban cannabis and make up his own word marijuana and make everybody hate it using that word and teach children what that word meant. Teach them everything. And, you know, you're never going to find that in a school. Anslinger, of course. You know, we know it's the biggest conspiracy in the world. And you know what? It's resulted in our accelerated extinction. And I had Dr. Guy McPherson come on my show and agreed with me. And I said, hey, man, have we lost, you know, 100 years or you know, are we 100 years closer? He said, man, we would have lived an extra 5,000 years, in his opinion, if William Randolph Hearst hadn't done what he did. Because what he allowed to happen was what has exterminated the planet, exterminated the people that live on it. And we're watching it happen slowly right now. But I've got more evidence, brother. I talk about it on my show all the time, and I don't want to bore you with things you don't want to hear about. But, you know, the pine beetle and the fires. Oh, you like to hear about it? You understand what happened with the pine beetle? Are you familiar with that?
Well, I don't know what happened with the pine beetle, but I was talking about Harry Anslinger.
Yeah, let's talk about Harry Anslinger.
You know, when you bring that stuff up.
Cheers, brother.
My beard looks like a big tooth. My beard looks like a big tooth.
Look at that hair.
Got a root on the
That
bottom.
white hair, I love it.
Yeah, you do.
Hey, look, I'm very proud of my white. I flaunt it. I'm very proud of it. I was just telling the ladies, I was like, look, I accentuate with the white. White is very, you know, it's a style now. It's like all the kids today, they're all turning their head bleached white. They all want to be like me and you. And we're naturally, baby. We're the trendsetters.
That's right.
He's like, that's right.
Okay.
I love it. That's right. Did I finish my kafefe? Hell no! Party!
I know when I was in 2009 or 12, I forget when that was.
That's a California,
But I produced
California law.
Proposition 8 under California law. I produced a documentary called The Right to Love. It's on my IMDb there under my credits. But it follows a gay couple and how they adopted some kids and the fight for that.
Oh, that's good.
Right to for the right to love. That was
Yeah.
the name of the documentary.
Oh, I love that. That's great. That's I'm all about that. And that's, you know, that's my, you know, I champion that cause. You know, one of the things on my show, you know, I'm a little different than you. I know you guys get a little crazy. While I'm telling you this, I'm going to grab this bud off. I want to show you these buds that just came off. This is Sweet Afghani Delicious. These are single bud cola tops. I want to show you. Here.
They're hanging. Oh, look, they're hanging right there.
Oh, look, he's like, they're hanging right
Very
there.
good. Looks very nice.
About the size of my beard. Oh man, it's bigger than my beard. Oh man, I'm feeling a little beard
Rub
shame.
that thing out.
feeling
Beard
a
shame.
little beard shame. Here we go. Now I'm a big beard man. So this stuff, it's Sweet Afghani Delicious. It came from Gorilla Seed Bank, UK, and it's fruity. It smells very fruity, and it's got a very intense intellectual high, but it doesn't last for a very long time. So it's a very good daytime smoke. Sweet Afghani
Gotcha.
Delicious.
Daytime.
Yeah, that's your daytime smoke right there. I got the True Black. True Black, which is plush berry 9-pound hammer, and that'll hammer you to sleep. That's an indica that'll knock you out. Tastes like blackberries.
Nothing knocked me out. There's nothing that knocks me out.
Bro, I've got a strain that you need to try. It's called Perps Mr.
I would
Nice.
love to.
Find it. It's called the Perps Mr. Nice. And I'm telling you, it's one of the heaviest indicas. It is a purple. It turns black. And man, I didn't smoke it. I never would smoke it because I couldn't function. I would be like this. My eyes is.
So I
have to go take a nap.
I have trouble sleeping.
Have to go take a nap.
I have trouble sleeping.
Right.
So I use everything.
Wow.
You know, I dab. I get shit. Actually, I wasn't planning on doing the thing I did tonight.
Right. But you were wide awake like me. So you're like, yeah, I drank some coffee. I drank some coffee. I'll admit.
At 7 o'clock, when we started the movie, it was movie night at my house, and we started the movie, I ingested 3,500 milligrams of
3,500.
edibles that I like.
That's a lot.
And I got, you know, and
That's a
here
lot.
I am. Here I am. You know, I've been smoking and dabbing, and it's just, you know, I have to get so much in me to help me sleep that I wish there was, I would like to try that, because
Well,
I can't tell you.
the one thing I can do is I can get you the True Black and see if that does anything for you. It's a good one.
I would love to.
It's a beautiful blackberry. So, also I've got this new one. It's called Alien Overlord. I don't know how heavy that one's going to be, so I'll let you know once it's out. I should have it in 2 months.
What if
Yeah.
it's going to turn purple?
It's going to be a late
That's
bloomer.
my buddy had made these special 500 milligram per.
I wonder why it is such a late
Edibles?
bloomer.
500 milligram?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should do it. Yeah, edibles. That's another thing I'm surprised I didn't think to tell you. Have you ever just taken straight THC oil to try to go to bed at night? Just straight THC oil?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you?
Well, I use tincture.
Okay, no, not tincture. No. Have you ever taken THC oil and mixed it 50-50 with coconut oil and taken a 1,000 milligram capsule of that, which is only 500 milligrams of the THC oil, 500 of the coconut oil in a capsule, and taken that and tried to sleep?
No, that I have not.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I know I've seen you dabbing. You got a rig that kind of looks like mine, right?
Yeah.
You clean it out with alcohol?
Yeah.
You clean it out with alcohol?
Yeah, well, actually, I have a new one that looks kind of like that I haven't used yet. But
Do you have one that's got any of this in it?
So this is great because I go ahead and I tell him about that process. You guys can go ahead and continue watching that. It's all over. It's on all my other YouTube channels except for the main one. It's all on all the Facebooks. That was at the 3 hour and 52 minute mark. 3 hours and 52 minutes. There is 5 hours and 2 minutes left. So you got a whole other hour and I believe 10 minutes to watch on the website. And I also have some more editing to do on the website, I believe. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, and we go on. You know, like I said, we go on to talk for a whole other hour. Looks like it's raining outside. It's funny. Why does it look like it's wet outside? Weird. Glad I got my roof on. I don't have to worry about it, you know? Thanks, Eddie. I don't have to worry about wet. I don't have to worry about smoke. I don't have to worry about ashes getting on my buds. I went out there this morning and I sprayed the whole grow with Endol from Safer Soap. I did 12.8 ounces in 2 gallons of water. And I used at least half. Sprayed everything in there, top to bottom. And let me tell you, those tops, man, at the 10-foot level, you got to get up on a ladder to see them. I took some pictures, you know, of the tops. They're amazing. The tops of those plants are amazing up there. That you're looking right there at the pretty high up here. Hold on a second. Okay, that's basically. There you go. Look at that view right there. That shows you the ground now. I moved the camera down. Or I'll put me right there. And you can see how well that coal is doing right there. Right there at the front. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the hour show. I will see you guys this afternoon, same time. Maybe around 1 o'clock my time, maybe around 4 o'clock my time, something like that. And then, of course, tonight for the late night show or the night show around 7 p.m. my time. Thanks so much for watching. You're getting Endol, Safer Soap Endol. Yes, that stuff works. I used it full strength today, man, on all those plants. Later, guys. Jinmin, take care. Everybody take care. I'll see you later. You guys check out Ron Placone. I don't just say that, I mean it. Go to YouTube. Get your news on with Ron Placone. Go to Twitter, follow @Ron Placone. Let him know that I sent you. And let him know that we're all going to be watching him this Sunday at the People's Party Convention. I'm excited to watch that. I'll be bringing that to you live right here tomorrow. 1 o'clock Pacific time, the People's Party Convention featuring Dr. Cornel West, Nina Turner, Jimmy Dore, and Ron Placone will all be speaking, among others, okay? All right. I hope you enjoy the shot of the grow, guys, on the way out. There it is for you. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye, y'all. Go to the website, naysgarden.com. All kinds of stuff there, all kinds of information. Bye, y'all.